How's it going, Andrew? Slurking while I was doing my testing. It was so funny. I was looking at the stream preview, just like making sure everything was in frame. And down where like the chat box is, I see like white text, and I'm like my username isn't in white. And I just see you pop up. I'm like, wait a minute. Lurking since 6. Man's been ready for the greatest stream ever. The greatest and also the worst and most scuffed. Wait, though, don't start? Yeah, I don't plan on starting until... Initially the plan was 7, but I'm definitely waiting for you though, that's for sure. Been trying to keep myself hydrated. I've literally only drank water today, which is quite the shock to those that know me. But in preparation for what's coming, I figured it'd probably be best to stay hydrated. Honestly, I should probably top up my my water before I get started, because I'm going to need that. My fridge is stocked with beers and also plenty of water. Is that a Maddie? That's a Maddie. How's it going? Water. Not great when we're here. Oh, what happened? May have hit a deer on the way towards this morning. Oh my gosh. Are you okay? Oh, dang. That had to have been so scary. Andrew killed me. This is actually my ghost typing. Oh my. Those freaking deer, dude. They pop up out of nowhere on you. But yeah, I hope you're okay. That sucks that it was like the new car and stuff. Big Dodger, oh my god, of course it was a giant truck tailgating. At least I'm assuming they were tailgating, knowing that it was a sizable Dodge Ram. That's one thing I always like, the trucks that have like, they just be like absolutely massive. And then the worst part is when they have those giant light bars on the top of their car and they're just like, they're tailing you, and then they turn those on so you just can't see anything. And they're just like flashing it in your face. You're like, bro. Yeah, how's it going, rah-rah? Hope you're having a good day. Is it pizza time for you? I was for me. I had a pizza about a couple hours ago. Happy work's over? Yeah. Yeah, this kid here, they're loud. Aw. Yeah, that's annoying. With what do you call it? The Mickey Mouse walls or something. When so you stream, wake everyone up later. Yeah, Maddie, I hope you're okay. That sucks that it was with the new car. It reminds me of, it doesn't have to do with a deer, but my mom had just gotten a new van, and it was literally like a week later, her and I were in a car accident. Like, we were just like 2 minutes from home, and of course it was a big truck dude who was, you know, not paying attention to what was in front of them and just rammed the back of it. It was like they had just gotten that car like a couple weeks in. Slowed down enough so the car isn't completely messed up. That's good. That's good. Haven't even made a payment on it. Yeah, that's just like, ugh. Well, it is 7:04. Andrew, do you happen to be ready, or do you still need more time? Where are the gamers? I know, that's what I'm saying. You prepared, Captain? I mean, we can probably go ahead and start. That way we're not waiting for too long. Maybe some people will trickle on in. Oh, I just realized you posted it in Discord. That's funny. It's just a freaking pizza icon just plastered up. Did post on Twitter. Wait, you posted on Twitter? Or are you saying I need to post on Twitter? I don't know, maybe I need to make like maybe a separate Twitter account for like me doing streaming stuff, like streaming and YouTube stuff. Because I try to keep my main Twitter just as like my current Twitter is literally just mostly for work. Just call it Pizza Steve. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I suppose we may as well just kind of get started, huh? Music stopped and everything. May as well pull up the camera. We're here.
Pizza time.
Hold up. Mr. Cody, appreciate the follow. You have arrived at the correct time. So here we are. We are in my kitchen. I've got a whole little mini setup going. If you see me looking over like this, I'm staring at my It's Neat mic. Jeez. That I can't believe, because when you first said that, I was like, there's no way. Like, there's no way. We don't look the same. And then I looked at his, like, recent videos, because, like, I had just completely disconnected from what he was doing because he, like, stopped uploading. And then I'd come back around, and now he's, like, super jacked and everything. And then his face and the haircut was kind of similar. I'm like, what the? Bro's got the kitchen set up. Yeah, this took a bit. This took a bit to get all set up and everything. Yeah, the pizza suit. Yeah, so we have. I've had these for a while, the pizza pajamas, but I had to buy this for the special occasion. So, yeah, but so I don't know. I mean, I guess we may as well just get started, huh? And we've got the old, we've got a little tier list screen going on here. Stainless steel applications, appliances. Yeah, this apartment is nice. I've been really happy with it. Aside from, I'd say my one complaint is that the floors can be a bit thin, but yeah, I like this place. So I think Jake likes pizza. Yeah, just a little, nothing. Just a minor love for it, you know. But yeah, so we have a total of 17 different beers, which that could be a problem. I don't know what's going to happen to me. This may start fine and just descend into insanity. Who just tooted? Maddie farting all over the place, shotgunning every single. No, we're not. Surely nothing goes wrong. Yeah, nothing. We're gonna be completely fine. But yeah, so I think the current play. It's like a vibration. Sorry, you got nervous. We chugging? We're not chugging. I will be gone after like 3, if that's the case. I just realized this was like tilted in probably an awkward way. But, well, suppose we just get started with the first one, huh? Maybe chug the top 3 faves. Yeah, maybe we could do that. The 3 that I like the most, I just have to finish. But, so maybe that'll just happen at the end of the stream if I'm not already just gone. Butt chug, yeah. It'll be butt chugging. Butt chug the chug. Yeah. Dude, when I was at the store, it was so funny seeing like, cause I was, pretty much all I did is that at the main store that I got like the core, like I got like 12 of them at this one store. And so it was so funny that I only was in this like beer aisle. So it was like wine and beer, and I think they had like cigars too, but it was just this dedicated aisle that was just like beer. And it was so funny being like, oh, just the tiny little bottles you can, pick and choose from. And then at the very bottom of the row, there's these massive like canisters, like giant, like, it's like I don't even know, I don't even remember like the wording for it, but they were just these giant like $100 things of beer. Just missing a Pizza Hat. I know, I was potentially gonna get one of those. Yeah, the hoodie. The kegs? Yeah, I think it was like a keg. A full-on keg. Also, how's it going, Fuzzy? Appreciate the lurk. I mean, I guess I technically, with like the hoodie, I have like this, but I don't know. But yeah, there's like these giant kegs. But yeah, also if the audio at any point starts sounding weird, let me know. But yeah. Um, well, without further ado, should we get started with the first one, the first of many? Because I think it's about time to get our beer going and flowing. You know, I've got my trusty bottle opener. Surely you chug some water first. See, I'll have you know, I have only had water today. It is all I've been drinking, just to keep my taste buds just at like a neutral, not having soda, not having like Gatorade or anything like that. It's just been water. Take a little sip of the water, get things going. But we have the can opener. So I tried to like at first I tried opening them just like using my hands, or sometimes I would like put it kind of into my shirt and twist. But yeah, that didn't quite work out that much, and it tore one of my shirts when I tried that. So I'm gonna use a can opener. It's not like the root beer bottles where you just can just kind of twist it open with your hands and it's fine. But yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like, I guess I should have known that it was probably gonna be a bit harder to open. But with like the root beer ones, when you get the glass bottles, you can just do it with your hand. But yeah. But I think it's time we get into our first beer. Yeah. What are we thinking? What are you looking at? It's the beer stream, Mr. Dinothan Dillinson. You got soft hands, brother. Jake ignoring my message. Wait, what'd you say? Maine loves his pizza? Yeah, I do love the pizza. Making sure I didn't miss any other ones. All right. You meant the costume? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Pizza. Okay. On to the first one, shall we? So, it is in fact a fit. Yeah, if I could wear this in public without people thinking I was weird, I would. But, yeah. Anyways, dude's taller than the fridge? Yeah. I think he's nervous. Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah, we are taller than the fridge. And Maddie's tooting all over me. All right, all right. First beer. You guys ready? Chat physique. I don't know about that, but we're going on to our first beer. Let's get started. Here we go. We got the old Corona Extra. Y'all do a little bit of a close-up, A little bit of a close-up. We've prepared. We've been prepared. Look at that. Look at that. The production budget for this beer stream, dude, I don't want to talk about it, okay? A lot of work went into this over the last week. So, there we go. There's the Corona Extra. So since I know that I'm probably not going to like the taste of most of these, I figured I would give some little extra points for, I'm going to go with the appearance, and then also how it smells, and then we're going to also do tasting from the glass, and then also tasting from our nice chilled glass. Grab the tacos. I know. That's what it's definitely gonna be taco time. But yeah, so may as well get started with the first of many. So I don't know if there's like I've seen everywhere about like different pouring methods. So I don't really know what's the correct way to do it. Some companies were saying one way, some were saying another way. I kind of lost track. So usually what I've been doing is I start with like sort of more of a heavier pour into a smoother one into your mouth. Yeah, okay. But yeah, we'll just kind of go for it. There it is. Don't worry, Andrew will correct you. Yes, please. Depends on your beer, but Guinness, you want it to foam. Okay, okay. Do a little smell test. I'm not gonna lie, I like the smell of Corona. I really like the smell. Yeah, I know. I was seeing there was one where it was saying like you just completely upside down, like straight into the thing. I'm like, I don't think this glass will be able to store all of that. No lime. See, if I'm drinking this on my own, I will put a lime in it, but for the sake of this, we have to just go. We just have to go raw, unless everyone wants to override that, and I put a lime in it. A hoodie is far too much visual stimuli for my ASD. Keep it raw? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But I will say, having it with a lime is good. But for the sake of the tier list, we are doing, we're just going to go raw. So, here we go. I'm going to start with the, in the glass. So, I will say that throughout this week, I have been alternating between having a bottle of Corona and a bottle of, was it Michelob? Michelob Ultra. So I'm pretty used to the taste of the two of them at this point. Raw dog and Rona. Yeah, yeah. No, it's a beer. It's certainly a beer. The initial taste is actually is actually quite pleasant, but the aftertaste is not it. Now we're just gonna do straight from the bottle. Honestly, it doesn't taste too much different. Um, I would probably prefer it to have the glass. Does it taste like piss? A little bit, yeah. But I think that's just beer. But yeah, I think the only way to really put it is just it's a beer. That's about it. I think it has a nice smell. Like I really like the smell when you pour it out. It has sort of like I almost want to say it's almost like a citrusy smell. Beer is piss, piss is beer. Exactly. But yeah, if I was handed this and there were no other choices, I'd drink it. Just pissing in the bottles at work. Yeah, that's what they do all day. They're just peeing. So peeing straight into those little jugs. But all right. So we have the Corona Extra down. But now the question is, where do we go? Is there a numeric rating? You're gonna be hearing a lot of that. Just be prepared. Yeah, so we're gonna have it. I'm gonna try to like have it in the middle here, as like a best to worst type of thing. Yeah, this is the baseline pretty much. So I'm thinking, because it's definitely not an S or an A. I don't quite think it would be a beer. A beer. Oh gosh, it's already happening. B for beer. But I feel like C tier is probably going to be where I'm going to place this for now. Maddie's saying D tier. Something tells me you don't like Corona, but yeah, I think we can put it in C. I think extra is a C and light is a B. Okay, maybe we'll have to do a part two of this because when I went to that one specific store, there was a lot of options, so I had to choose 12 of what I thought would be, interesting or ones that I had to get because they're like common ones or something like that. But I think this one's a solid C for now at least. We'll probably reevaluate everything the more we get into it. Teasing a sequel, yeah, see? Gotta hit that follow button and Prime, sub, all that kind of stuff. But we'll see. Do another taste. The cringe. Yeah, I think that's just a straight up C tier. Tier 3 subs only, yeah. Then you have to subscribe to my I was gonna say one thing, but I don't know if you're allowed to say that word on Twitch. The only something, my Patreon, my Discord, my everything. But yeah, I think C tier goes. What is this? Twitch clip, beer tier list. I don't think it's a beer. Oh no. Yeah, Maddie's yoinked that sub. But yeah, so we're just gonna put Corona in the middle for now, and hopefully this will fit. Because I tried it once and it just barely fit, which is why I had to remove a lot of stuff over here. But for the sake of the camera, I don't know if it's gonna fit. It's gonna be barely fitting. Like it's gonna be a tight fit. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get our cup rinsed out of the Corona-less. Try to get the Battle Pass gifts. So I know for a fact Maddie doesn't like Corona, but is there anyone here that has either had Corona and likes it, or do you hate it? What are your guys' thoughts so far? I'm just kind of getting the cup kind of cleaned out a little bit, just so there's no remnants of the last one. Personally, you hate all beer? Yeah, that's been kind of my general consensus, is that I just don't think I like beer. I think like I would never personally choose to drink a beer, but if I had to give you but like if I was given one, we'll start here. This is drinkable. I would drink it if I was handed it. There was one you don't mind, but you don't remember what it was. You like bourbon? See, I'm sort of more of a. I've actually got the fridge. Not the fridge. These are my current runnings right here. The Vanilla Crown Royale is amazing. This thing is tall when I have to get on my tippy toes for that. Yeah, Crown Vanilla is so good. With a little Coke. I need to try that. I actually happen to have vanilla Coke in my fridge. I need to do that mix. But I suppose it's time for beer number 2 then, yeah? Speaking of, if I remember correct in my list, Dylan, you saying cider is a little hint of what's coming next. Fit on 1000%, yeah. How's it going, Miss Viper Sinclair? Hoping you've been having a good day and a good week so far. But, yeah. Yeah, I need to get that. Maybe I'll even get, like, regular Coke just to try, like, the Coke with the vanilla Crown. But anyways, it is time for beer number 2. So let's get into that. From North Carolina, we've got the old Flat Rock Cider Company Semi-Dry Apple. We gotta do the close-up now. Do the old close-up. I'm telling you, dude, I spent so much time filming all of this. Like, there we go. So, regular looking can. I kind of like the simplicity of it, not gonna lie. It's pretty nice. But yeah, I was curious. I saw this one. I was like, oh, it's from North Carolina. So, if you don't know, I'm currently living in North Carolina, so we had to go and get it. Next time, need a separate cam for the close-up. Yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, I would use my phone, but it's how I am switching the scenes and everything. But yeah, semi-dry though. Is that like? Do you think it's gonna be worse than like? I don't know if is there dry and then very dry or something like that? Cock height camera. Oh, the microphone is getting all weird. There we go. Hey guys, how's it going? Anyways, we'll go ahead and get on that. So I don't know how I'm supposed to pour this, I'll be honest, so trying to hold it together. Yeah, we're trying to hold it together. So there we go. So definitely doesn't look the same compared to the Corona. It's a lot less color, more of a greenish look to it. But from what I did see is that it's definitely based more on like apples. It looks like dirty water, honestly, not wrong. It is just kind of like dirty water. But yeah, we'll just go ahead and to 2 liters of Mountain Dew. Oh my gosh. But yeah, we'll go ahead and do the old taste.
Could you pay me in advance?
Oh, thank you for the sub, Andrew.
Stream.
Thank you. I'm not gonna lie, oh jeez. I was looking forward to this one because I'm like, oh, it's a, apple and it's a, cider. That's semi-dry. Yeah, that's not it. Like, oh my, what the? It smells horrible. Says Allison definitely poured it wrong. Am I supposed to do like a heavier pour with it? I have no idea. Yeah, that actually smells like a full diaper. Like, not even kidding. Like, oh, jeez. If only I could transmit the smell over to you guys, because that's rough. I mean, okay, we have to give it the benefit of the doubt. We have to go from the can too. Whew. Got to pour alongside of the glass. Yes, that's one thing that's very difficult. Is that I feel like every company has like their way of pouring. So I'm like, I don't know. Like, oh, it's best doing it this way. It's best doing it that way. Does it really change the flavor that much, is my question. Or is it just a way for people to, like, cope? Is it just a coping mechanism? So if someone doesn't like it, you just say, oh, well, that's just because... It's because that's because you didn't pour it the right way. Or is that, like, actually a thing, full diaper? You say, dude, that was horrible. That was... I genuinely... I really do think I'm putting that in F. It creates less foam head on the beer cider. But what does that mean though? Like, I'm not a beer person. I don't know anything about beer. So I don't know I don't know what the reasoning for that is. Is more foam, there's some people saying that that more foam is good, less foam is good, no foam, all foam. Less CO2 agitation. Gotta tilt the glass. Are you guys saying I need to try it again? Do I have to try it again, but with the tilted glass technique? Is that going to make it, or is it too late? Doesn't matter for cider? Okay. Yeah, I think, unfortunately, I am going to have to give that an F. Because that was just... Trying to make sure they get that all the way in. That is a definite F. That smelled so... Too much foam means too much aeration within the beer. Okay. Yeah, so definitely an F. Predicting woke beer is next. Woke beer is next. Well, I guess we'll have to see if... I think if it's the brand that I think it is... Where is the script on the screen? Or is it in the room somewhere? Where's the script at? Tell me where are you getting this script at? Because Red found the script. Yeah, definitely an F. F tier for Flat Rock, North Carolina. I'm sorry. If anyone's watching from there or that works there, don't take it personally. I just hate beer. That was F. That actually smelled like diapers. Not even kidding. Like, not even just a diaper. That was like a full diaper. The script in the room with us. But I guess without further ado, we gotta do beer number 3. Freaking script readers. That's the wrong screen. This is the right screen. Here we are. We got the old Bud Light. We gotta do, for each one, we gotta give a little close-up shot. Here we are. Show you the bottom of it. Here it is. That was made in Virginia. Interesting. How do you even know that? I'm guessing it just has to do with like whatever the code is on the bottom. There's like a couple numbers that give that. That's water, dirty water. You're about to hate Bud Light. W. Williamsburg. Oh, I guess I do. I've been forgetting to use my... I have my iPad here with like notes of their like description. But I've not been reading off of it. But yeah, I don't know about this. This is gonna be something. So okay, so I guess before I start this, does this need to be a side pour, like a 45-degree side pour? Set up predictions for how many piss breaks this man's gonna need. I don't even know, how long are we in this stream? Oh, it's been 45 minutes, man. You know, I should probably, speaking of 45 minutes, I should probably get some water. Noted for the side pour. Yeah. Yeah, the can's basic blue. Nothing really crazy about it. Yeah. So you're thinking, I don't know what angles. Is that about right? Or does it need to be like more? I find that's probably too much. I think this is probably 45. How was that? I need honest opinions. How was that? Good, bad, fine, beautiful, lovely. That's what we love to see. No one wins. Well, I suppose we may as well get on into it. Looks like what you create in the morning. Yeah, this one is quite the PE color, although I feel like that's going to be all of them. No rainbow beer slander in my chat. But all right. Bud Light. Here we go. That's a beer. Oh, that's not a fun aftertaste. I don't like that aftertaste. It feels completely normal at first, and then it just drops off the side. But we gotta do the can test too. Yeah. It's just like it's nothing. It's just piss. That there's nothing like at the very least Corona had a little bit of like flavor to it on top of the piss. But yeah, definitely below the should probably make sure these are all showing. Yeah, that's probably as beer as you can get. Like it's the most. There's just average. That was pretty average. This double pizza thing is making your brain confused. You don't know which slice to look at. Bud Light equals bad light. Yeah. Like when you hear beer, it's Bud Light. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I mean, there really not a whole lot to say, honestly. Um, yeah, I would honestly. I'm gonna keep Corona in C because it actually had a little bit of flavor to it. So I think Bud Light will get a D. I wish it wasn't trying to snap to something, whatever it's trying to snap to. But yeah, we're gonna put that. But is that too harsh for something that's just so mid? But I feel like at the same time, maybe you know what? For now, I think for now we'll put it in C. But I think it's going to progressively fall further into like the bottom tier of C. That's kind of my yeah. So I don't foresee. I think there are only one or two of them that I know for a fact will probably be an S or A, and you'll probably understand why when I get to them. But yeah, beer but not a brewski. If you find one they like and you're like, yeah. Yeah, so that's kind of how I'm going to. S is kind of like I'll drink this like it's freaking like water or like some sort of juice. A is like I will buy this from time to time to just drink. B will be sort of like if it's if there's no other options, sure, I'll take it. C is sort of I wouldn't buy it myself, but if it was handed to me, sure, I'll drink it. And then D is kind of like I would actively try to avoid it, and then F is just like I would rather just perish on the spot instead of having to drink it. Like literally, I don't I I don't know how anyone wants to drink diaper fluids like this cider was. It was literally just diaper fluids, but yeah, seltzer tier list. Maybe we'll have to do that. I don't really like seltzers either. That logic, if I handed you a Bud Light, you would drink it? Yeah, I mean, I would drink it. Like, I mean, I'll take another drink of it right now. I'm not really a fan of it. I don't like drinking it, but I wouldn't go out of my way to buy one to have. Like, I wouldn't be like, ooh, yeah, I can't wait to have a Bud Light. Like, yeah. You'd rather drink a beer than a seltzer? Honestly, I might have to agree with you there, Inferno. At least so far. As long as it's not this. I know this is a cider. Maybe it doesn't quite count as like beer, but I I would drink these if they were offered to me. But Flat Rock is a hard no. Hard no. You like dry cider? So I'll have to look for that then, for like a regular dry one instead of the semi-dry. I don't know if it makes that big of a difference, or if I just absolutely hate, because I absolutely hated a semi-dry cider, that I'm gonna just hate them anyways. I don't know. Seltzers are less calories. Yeah, I don't know. See, I don't personally care about like watching, like, I don't know, I'm drinking, I'm drinking alcohol. I'm literally actively poisoning my body. Like, I don't need it to be this like a healthier alternative. Like the Mountain Dew seltzers, I think are a perfect example of this. Like, they're zero sugar. Like, why are they? I don't want them to be zero sugar. I'll put the sugar in it. Make it taste good. If I'm drinking alcohol, I want it to taste good, you know? That's why I have, the vanilla Crown and the Tito's. I mean, I wouldn't drink Tito's straight up, but you mix it into stuff and it's actually good. Like I've actually got ginger beer, and I do have actually limes in the fridge to do, what is it called? Moscow Mules. And I've got juice to pour in it too. It's like, if I'm gonna drink something, I want it to taste good. None of these so far taste good. This was absolutely horrendous. But anyways, I think it is time. We'll just revisit the tier list again. So we've got Corona and Bud Light in the C tier for now, and then F tier we have the Flat Rock semi-dry apple cider, the frickin' diaper water. But it is now time for beer number 4. Before I do that, let me dump this out and rinse it. But yeah, I don't know. I really think it's just kind of I don't like beer. Who knows? Maybe my mind will change. Maybe I just need to find the one or something. Just find the one that works. Don't make this man drink dry cider. Piss is bad. Yeah, I would agree with you there. I would agree with you there. So I think with that, what I'm actually gonna do is I'll wait until I play the video. So, you know what that emote is? Yeah, what even is that? Caitlin S. I have no idea. But onwards to the 4th beer. Andrew might be a fan of this one, if I am remembering correctly. All right. I have swapped out the glass for a new frosted one. We got the old Michelob. I believe if I am saying that correct. Correct? What? I'm already losing. I've only had a few sips of the 3 and I'm losing my mind already. The Michelob Ultra. Yeah, that's there's not really much to say about it, but we'll go ahead and give the old, I need to turn the light on. Whoa! There we go. Pretty average looking bottle. Nothing really special about it. Looks clean, that's about it. Can I see the code? Sure can. Where is that? Where would the code be? Oh, I see. Is it this right here? Or would it be at the bottom? There's I don't think it's going to show up there. It says 29. All it says is 29 on the bottom. I don't see any other code. 4% alcohol? Yeah, 4.2%. Does it say B after the date? As a 12 October 24, then the letter V, VL1939. He's getting your IP from the code. But yeah. I've already known this is one of the other ones I've already had. So we'll may as well just get on into it. So is this another side pour, correct? 45-degree side pour. I need to turn the AC on. I thought I had it running for a good bit to keep me nice and cool. Hacking into the beer mainframe, yeah. But yeah, we may as well get into the pour, huh? Yeah. It's a bartender pour for almost all beers. Oh, okay. You know, so I think, Andrew, I think I would pass that on my way to work when I worked at Micro Center. I would pass it. Depending on the route that I took, I would sometimes pass it, maybe, I think. I don't know. But yeah, here we go. Got ourselves the glass there. Right on 270. Yeah, I definitely passed it then. Definitely passed it. But okay. I guess all we gotta do now is just test it. You had to reset your password, invalidate everything, but you've made it. Welcome on in, Chase. He's made it. Yeah, I will say definitely after coming from the Bud Light and the Flat Rock cider, definitely makes this one taste better. It's got some flavor into it I don't know how to describe. I know in like the little note thing I put down saying blah 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 blah, light lager brewed with the perfect balance of hops and wholesome grains. Wholesome grains? What? Producing a light citrus aroma and a crisp, refreshing finish. Maybe that's why I like it, because of that citrus. This little bit of the citrus that they added in. Maybe that's why I like it. And that's probably why I like the Corona as well. But yeah, definitely after having this one compared to Bud Light and Flat Rock, definitely, I'll say it definitely goes right here. Bad cider is wild. You love every cider you've tried. Well, if you ever find yourself in North Carolina, if you want a bad cider, this one. Literally, I described it as, it smelled like a dirty diaper, and it just tasted like apples that have been molded over and have been sitting on the ground for like centuries. Maybe that's what they mean by aged, quite literally. So something tells me that this is going to be the worst one. So I'm going to move this like, well, then the chat's in the way. We'll leave it right here for now. If I have to move it, I will. But yeah. Michelob Ultra, definitely after having the Bud Light and the cider, we will I think we have to, this is probably going to be a recurring theme for the Bud Light, where it's just going to get dethroned from where it's currently at. Probably because it's a dry cider. Like, what are the different options? I don't know, because like I don't know anything about this kind of stuff. So I don't know what the different options. Is there like a wet cider? Is there like, this one's saying semi-dry? Have you ever had an IPA? I don't think so, but I will today, is what I have to say. I know of at least one of my choices that I've chosen is an IPA. just because it's quite literally in the name of the company. But yeah. So yeah, definitely C tier, I would say. It's like wine, dry, sweet, etc. See, I'm not really a wine person. So maybe I just won't like it. Yeah, I feel like that's a fitting spot for the Michelob Ultra. In between, not better than the Corona, but it's not that much worse. I would prefer a Corona over the Ultra, but definitely not bad. You hate dry wine, so this adds up. Well, all right. Go ahead and get that all cleared out. Corona King leading the pack. Yeah, it is currently the front runner. Not by too much. I will say the Michelob Ultra, at least now that I've had, after having, before I had Bud Light, I would say the spread was probably more like this. But after having the Bud Light, I would say the spread of all of these, I would say these are way up here. Bud Light is right here, and then Flat Rock. If I could, this goes all the way off the screen. Like, it's just not good. Not good. Throw it in the trash. Oh, that's exactly where it's going once the stream ends, but we have to keep it all the way down here just to shame it for how bad it is. But I think after I get a drink of water, I should probably get a little bit more water going in me. But Corona with the lime is definitely where it's at right now. How many beers do you have on the list? 17. We've got 17. We've gotten through 4. You ready to see the IPA overthrow the F tier? Well, we may as well start getting into the 5th beer that I have. I'll be curious to see what people think of this one. When I was at the store, the lady at the register told me that this one that I'm about to show you guys is apparently from what they told me, is now the best-selling beer in the US. So, watch them like the fruity hoppy stuff. See, I like fruity stuff with like when I have vodka and stuff like that. If having like a fruity juice to it or something, like more of the fruity tasting stuff I like, but I don't know. Not by volume. Yeah, see, you guys already know. You guys know. So, we'll get into it. Modelo. This is actually, funnily enough, this was the very first beer that I have had was a Modelo. And it kind of fueled my dislike for beer because I already knew I probably didn't like beer. It's very good for cooking. I've never thought of that. But yeah, this was the first beer I ever had. And yeah, I didn't like it, but I also did not have any other beers to, back it off of to compare. So who knows? Maybe this could be better than all the ones that we've had so far. I mean, it's considered the top selling one for a reason, so maybe I'll like it. And you go, I gotta say, I think it's currently got the best looking bottle. You got the gold foil on the top. You got the really nice looking, the nice little logo design. It's very nice. I am a fan of the bottle design. Very pretty indeed. Presentation looking good. Yes. Yes, that is how we are judging some of these. Like, though, something could be a D tier in taste, but it looks good enough to where it bumps it into C and so on. So, I'll be honest, I don't know how to get this off. I may just kind of have to tear at it. Yeah, I think we just kind of have to tear at it. Well, that didn't do anything. Ever heard of beer battered and you're in? I mean, I guess I've heard of the term beer batter, but I didn't really know that, like, I figured it'd be like a special type of beer that you would use for that. Oh geez, this is gonna be messy. This is not wanting to tear at all. Oh boy. Oh boy, it's just doing like tiny pieces at a time. We might be here for a little bit. Come on. No. It's gonna take a little bit. You can just pop the crown? No, keep going. What do you mean pop the crown? Do you mean just like, you saying just try to open it like this? Open it. Yeah. How am I supposed to know? It's just covered. There. Please put that in the video. I've never had to open it like this before. Okay. I will say it smells. I'm not sure how I feel about that smell. Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about that smell. It has like a lemony lime smell, like a citrus smell, but then it also smells like cigarettes for some reason. Am I going crazy? I don't know. We're gonna go ahead and just drink it. Inferno do predictions on if you will like it after the intro screen. Maybe you just been around too many smokers. Like, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of that, I will say. We'll go for the bottle just to give it an equal chance to change my mind a little bit. It tastes the same. That's weird. The only one that I feel like has tasted differently doing like straight from the glass is the Michelob Ultra. And I would say I like it in the glass more instead of pouring it into a cup. You're the only mod here. I can change this real quick. Who wants it? Andrew, you want it? I'm going to assume Andrew wants it. That was quick. Yeah. See, I don't hate it. I definitely don't hate it. But if I had to place it somewhere, I think it goes. I think that's probably a fair spot. Not terrible. Is no diaper taste. It's better than mid. I think right there is probably where we're going to put it for the list. Now on the tier though, I think, yeah, once again, I think we just bump it down the old Bud Light and bump it down a bit, and then we fit Modelo right there. Next beer is Coors. You'd be wrong. You would be incorrect. Miller High Life. See, I wanted to get that one, but every store I went to that had it was just these giant jugs of it. I couldn't find Dos Equis either. I will say, Dos Equis, I could not find Dos Equis in just a single, can or bottle or anything. I couldn't find it. They had 6-packs, but they didn't have it. I really wanted to get that one. I've heard really bad things about the Miller High Life, I will say. I've heard that one is like really gross. But it's like cheap, so we are staying thirsty. Yeah. Because I was 100% was going to film something about kind of like in that realm, kind of like mimicking those commercials for Dos Equis, but yeah. Busch Light then, I didn't find that one either. Even and another one I will say was Budweiser. I didn't find like there was no single can or bottle of Budweiser. There's like I don't know if North Carolina, like, or at least where I'm from, is just really like at least my specific location where I live just has none of those. But I don't know. I couldn't find a single like they had 6-packs. It's not like they were completely non-existent. It was only in 6-packs or like 12-packs or the giant jugs. And I'm like, I've already spent I think I've spent like $70 on all of this so far. So I was like, yeah, I don't know. I already had to get through the 6-packs of these, which completely filled up my fridge. So at least he found the Guinness. It's the only beer that makes you smarter. But okay, we're gonna go ahead and get into what is this now? The 6th beer? Yeah, 6th beer. We are already, I hope that's me doing the sync isn't crazy loud. We are already number 6 of 17. I hope I still sound normal and, not slurring my words or anything like that just yet. Beer. What even was the why are we here prediction? Why are we here? Okay. Onwards to number 6 of the list. Stole your points. All right. Number 6. The old, was it Stella Artois? Yeah. It may be going to my dome at this point. My brain is kind of like losing the words of what to say. Weight prediction. So here we are with the can. I like the look of this can, I will say. I think this can is very nice. I love this, like, the design that they got going on here. Very nice little design. Good presentation. So we give it a little bit of points for that. But that won't matter if it tastes like crap. So, you think you might like this. I hope there is something here that I do like that I've not had before. I already feel it in my stomach, dude. We need more water. Guys have the mod view on the mobile. All right. We shall go ahead and get her open. Do the old 45-degree pour so you guys don't yell at me. This one's a lot more yellow Let's give her a second. Okay, I'll wait. So this one seems to have a lot more of like a yellowy look to it, while most of these are like orange. It's pretty close to what Corona looks like. So if we're going based off of the color of the beer, could be in contention for, passing the old Corona. Let's give her a second. It's heavy. Saying I need to wait till like before I drink it. Am I safe? Oh no. I'm starting to laugh now. It's a problem. Gotta hit it with the water. Go for it. Butt chug time. All the voters in. You don't think you're safe? Well, it's a good thing I'm home then. This is why be responsible when we're drinking. I don't think I see the, at least I don't see it on my end. We have the poll is still going, or the prediction. Get your votes in if you think I'm going to like it or not. At least I'm assuming that's the poll. That may have already ended. But here we go. We ready? Are we all ready? Is prediction done? Predictions are in. Votes are in. We got to change time. It's all good. All right. Stella Artois. Here we go. After comparing it with all the ones that we've had so far, you can do 2 minutes. I can try to yap a little bit. I feel like I'm sometimes not really good at just yapping to kill time, but I don't know. We gotta give it the can test too. Interesting. You know what I need to do? Let me try this real quick. Interesting. Well, I think I've made up my mind in my head. We'll do one more test. No. Man, it's gonna be 12 beers deep. He keeps going back to other beers. Yeah. Not even halfway through, we're already losing. This is gonna be certainly something. But I think if I had to rank this, so first of all, for the prediction, I do like it. It's still my King Corona. It's okay. We have a new winner right now. We have a new first place. The new front runner. You were correct, Andrew. I was going to like that. It's still beer. Don't get me wrong. It is still beer. But for it being a beer, I would say that that's the best one. His taste buds are being overran by beer. So, now we move to the tier list. I feel like, I don't know if I want to put this in B. Is how you gaslight yourself into liking B. So I'm thinking, would you buy it again? I think my thought process is that I wouldn't buy it again. However, if I was somewhere, I will say is good in the glass. Okay, I'll have to try the glass too. With all of them, I tried to get a glass just to keep it even. But for some reason, like, for Bud Light, for Stella, they only had the single, the single things in the can, the big boy can. I tried going for glass, as many of them as oh no, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is gonna be an interesting stream. However, it's vegan. I need to move all these over. I wish there was a quick way in OBS to. Brother's already sauced. Yeah, this is gonna be a problem. This is gonna be quite the problem. So I don't think I would buy it again. However, if someone came up to me, it was like, "Oh man, dude, I got some, we got some beers. Which one you want?" And these are the options. I would choose some Stella. That was good. Stella, Corona are definitely some good ones. Who is performing at halftime? Me. I am the halftime show. Do I need to be more harsh with these? Is everything just going to land in C tier? Maybe if everything keeps ending up being C tier, I'll just amp up the ratings and just make it a lot harsher so things drop into like D. But I don't know. I feel like so far my consensus on just beer as a whole is that it's just C tier. It's just quite mid. Like there's no other way of really putting it. There is good mid, and then there's mid, and there's bad mid, and then there's just straight up revolting like this. But yeah, I mean, I'll go for it again just to get another. Yeah, I think that is from all the beers I've tried so far, that one I think will take the king. The king? I don't take the crown. Help me. But yeah, next beer, please. We are moving on to the next one. And this next one, I'm looking at it on my little phone screen. Do you guys have any predictions at what you think it might be? Any guesses? I'll be surprised if someone gets this. I don't know if they will. We're losing him if he keeps drinking stuff. I will say I may drink the rest of that at the end of the stream. If we do want to go back to at the beginning how we were saying, I need to finish my top 3. Oh my, it's happening. Andrew says Guinness. Dylan says Red Oak. Shout out the pizza pizzazz. I'm telling you, dude. Howard, dude. It's the best thing ever. I have been telling people to do this. Everyone's on the burp was papers. Nice, deep. It's certainly God's gift to Earth. But hey, how's it going, Xylo? Mr. Hydraulic Press. But you see the cheek getting a little big there? It's happening. It's happening. But anyways, we are on to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're now on to the 7th beer. No one got it right. So we will get into it so you can see what it is. And here we are. Japanese beer, the Sapporo. Yeah, I only bought this one because I feel like, am I incorrect for saying that I have seen it in some of the animes that I've watched? Have I seen this one? Not to mention, I feel like the can design is absolutely phenomenal. It feels like it was just pure. You were not ready for the montage? Yep. I'm telling you guys weren't ready for it. You guys were not ready. I think this is easily the best can design. It feels so sturdy. Like, it genuinely feels like a premium product in your hand. Like, if you were to buy like a piece of technology or like whatever device, and it came in something that like had like kind of like that. It was good. I do need to start drinking more water, dude. Oh my goodness. It's got that girth. But, okay. Oh man. Yeah. So here we go. Without further ado, give it the old. Definitely a weird lid, that's for sure. Have you eaten recently? I had a pizza at about 4:30. I tried to time it right so I wouldn't be like overly full, but also not too, not like hungry or anything either. But I could munch on some Cheez-It. Actually, well, I already opened it. We may as well finish this while we're at it. So, we shall go for it. All right. Put that right there. No way Japan lets us down. We'll find out. I definitely need to try to drink less of the beer. I feel like I've been drinking too much of each one. I should probably dial it down. When do you think the first spill happens? Oh no. Hopefully it doesn't happen because I've got my mouse right here. I've got my all this stuff all around me. So hopefully a spill doesn't happen. Crispy light beer, Mr. Dakota. But here we go. Oh, it's already like getting to me. But here we go. In the help me. Huh. Trying to think how I feel about that one. It's definitely not bad, that's for sure. It's not bad. The wrinkles intensify. Best with some hibachi, a little pizza slice to cleanse the palate between bites. I could get some Cheez-Its going. I don't have a pizza, but it looks good. Yeah, it's not bad at all. Not bad at all. I do need to do the can test, just to keep it even for all of them. Yeah, that's not bad at all. I think if I had to rate it, I'm thinking it goes right here. I think that's a fair spot for it. That's definitely, I would say, as of right now, the line of ones that I would like be totally fine drinking is like this and over. Then once you start moving past this, it becomes not so good. Not a fan of Bud Light. Yeah, it's just very mediocre. And then I don't know if you were here for it, but this Flat Rock, North Carolina cider tasted like it smelled like diapers and tasted like rotten apples. So that's that. But we do need to put it in tier list form. I think with this being in between the cider slander, it was terrible. I don't know, maybe then if I do another one of these, I need to get another maybe I'll like lean more on like ciders, because it's a semi-dry cider. They're all yeah. So I'm thinking what will make sense to do here. We will demote Bud Light to D, and then we need to move Modelo over. We need to move Michelob Ultra over. And the Sapporo goes right here. Tearless because he's crying internally. Yeah, this has been just that's how it's been. It belongs down there. Yeah. Should put Stella in B. You know what? I think you're right. I think I will. I think it makes sense because that was the first one that I drank and was like, huh, it's actually not bad. How many beers do I have? I have 17. There are 17 of them here today. So yeah, I think we will move these. I wish there was an easier way of doing this. I should have done this in Photoshop instead of doing it in OBS. Like have a Photoshop document open. So I feel like that'd be a lot easier to do this stuff with almost halfway. Yeah, we are almost halfway through. How long has it been? Hour 30? Hey, not too bad. I was honestly worried that this was going to be some super quick thing. Because at first I was only going to do 6 of them. And I was like, maybe, I feel like that'll be like 30 minutes. And then it'll be done. Well, I mean, that's where I got the screenshot from was the, there. But I didn't want to do like a web. I didn't want it to be a web page and then, I don't know, something goes wrong and it like messes up something. I don't know. I just figured it'd be easier in my head at first. I was like, oh, it'd be easier if I did this. But looking back, maybe I should have just done the tier maker website or just like a Photoshop document. But I don't know. Put everything in F and let's go home. Yeah. If we had to compare beers with like other alcohols, yeah, I think these would all fall into D and F. But how you doing, DJs? And also, everyone else I didn't say how are you doing to. How are you doing? You guys know how I'm doing, just based off of all of the pain that we are watching right here. But yeah. So a shot tier list. Oh, jeez. But yeah, I think it is time. I gotta do one more of this. Yeah, that's really not bad. The aftertaste is just kind of like, I don't know how to feel about it. The aftertaste, I think, is what brings it below Corona. It just has an aftertaste I don't exactly agree with. Whereas with Stella and Corona, they have aftertastes that are actually like good. You get mid at best when the down home punch is in the next cooler over. New glass time? Yeah. Hey, how's it going, Yang?
Did you pay me in advance?
Oh my, thank you DJs for the sub. Appreciate ya. Yeah, it is in fact new glass time. We will go ahead and put this one in the freezer to re-chill. But while I do that, we will get into, what is it, the 7th? Was it 8th? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so it'll be the 8th beer. What do you guys think? What do you guys think the next one is? I know for a fact none of you are gonna get it right, so I probably shouldn't even ask that because it's local. We'll just get into it. Yeah, Cheerwine. If anyone lives or has been to North Carolina, okay, I need to do the close-up. If anyone has been around these parts, y'all may be familiar with the Cheerwine. Yeah. So Cheerwine, for those that don't know, is It's a soda, and I feel like the best way for me to describe it, yeah, it's like cherry Coke, cherry Dr. Pepper, kind of like that. I like it. I like it. Cheerwine is very good. What I didn't know is that you can only really find it around here, but yeah, this was gonna be a solid beer. I see the letter B and I say beer. That's the second time I've done that. You want it to be the best way, but feeling it won't? Yeah, I don't know. So far, North Carolina has proven me that they are not very good at this whole alcohol thing. Yeah, I'm getting some water. I'm actually gonna get some Cheez-Its too, because I should probably have a little bit more something in me. I'll spare you guys the crunch noises. Very true, Chase. Maybe they were right. We're not doing an ASMR session. But yeah, I'll say the bottle, the can, I suppose. It's all right. Looks all right. Kind of has like a sort of like a old school vibe to it. But yeah. Do I need to do anything special with this, or the same old 45-degree pour? So I've been getting crap for pouring certain things differently. You just pour it however. All right, we'll just do the old 45er. All right, I think that's probably enough. Here we are with the Cheerwine Ale. I was curious about this one, but I am a little concerned because I was looking forward to this one being really good, but I absolutely hated it. You're offended that Sapporo didn't get the frosted glass? See, if I had to do the frosted glass for all of them, I would need a whole bunch of glasses. I don't have a bunch of glasses. Maybe next time I'll get like a bunch of them or something. I don't know. But the glass is still cold. It is still cold to the touch. But I suppose without waiting any longer, we will go ahead and give her a taste. I'm not sure. I'm a little confused by the smell, I will say. It does smell like cherry. Yeah, honestly, that's probably the play, DJs. I just need to get like a bunch of shot glasses and just toss them in the fridge or the freezer. But here we go, Cheerwine Ale. It does not have any. It has no, like, the smell is cherry, but the taste is not. That's weird. I don't really like that taste. I don't like that. You can have some of mine. I never use them. Yeah, I feel like I should probably get some shot glasses, just for like even when I do just like have like other drinks. That one's so conflicting because it's like it smells so good. So I was a bit excited by the smell. And then I tasted it, and it just, excuse me. There was just nothing going for it, and I didn't really like how it tastes. So I'm thinking that we are going to, you got the L. They're trying to trick you. You actually want a wider glass for tasting, so shot glasses wouldn't work really. Huh, okay. Nobody thought this would happen. I am conflicted though on whether to put this in between Bud. Hold on, okay. I think we have to. Just put it on top of Bud Light. Yeah, no, that goes North Carolina. Not good at it. North Carolina is not good at it. That goes below the Bud. So now, NC stays losing. It sure does. So there we go. Let me get that out of my glass. I guess while we're here, I have these right here. I may as well toss these in the freezer as well if I have space. I just don't think I have. Let's see if I can make room. There we go. NC stays losing indeed. So we will go to the tier list. And yeah, I think the smell, it smelled so nice. Like it smelled like what is the, I can't think of the name of the candy. A lollipop. It smelled like a cherry lollipop. So I was really excited and very disappointed by the taste. That was actually worse than Bud Light. So we are putting that in the D tier. Make sure it's right. I rinsed it out. The sweet scent would make me trust it less, to be honest. Maybe now I know, is that if it smells really good, maybe I should be a bit cautious. Because the ones like Corona and Stella, they have good smells to them, but they're not like overly insane. Like they're not like that one. That one, if these had to get rated by how they smelled, this one would definitely be like at the very top for its smell, but its taste was just not it at all. Whew. This is a lot. But I think without any other delay, other than me getting some water, because I desperately need it, I think it is time that we move to the 9th beer. That I'll be curious to see what you guys think of this one. So, yep, Andrew exactly got to my point. Technically, and I looked it up, it is technically recognized as a beer. S tier by not being a beer. But technically, it is recognized as such. So, I don't think we need to do any... This is the Inferno go-to. Yeah, I have had this one before, and I guess I may as well give you guys the close-up just to be fair. You have to get on one knee and chug it. Mike's hard here too. No, it is not. There is one other one here that I was incorrect about being a beer, but we'll get to that one later. I didn't realize that I had made a mistake until literally today. But this one, technically, I had to look it up in the store because it was in the beer aisle. So I had to look it up, and yeah, I was like, sure enough, it's labeled as such. But yeah. I mean, I literally don't have to say anything about this. It's not even like you don't know that there's alcohol. After having all those beers, this just tastes like a lemon lime drink. So, it's only fair that we get to the halfway the halfway prediction. I mean, if anyone voted no, then, then I don't know what they're saying. If this is just, it's literally just citrus juice. That's going to take me a minute to get through. So if I don't pace myself, it's going to be a bad ending. Whew. Someone lost a whole 10 points Drake wide. I will follow it up with some Cheez-Its, just to have some substance flowing. Yeah. This is just good. This, I think, actually, no, it was technically Mike's Hard Lemonade was my first alcohol that I had. And yeah, very good. Very good. Very good introduction. That's easily, I don't have to say anything about that. It's just, that one will easily, I mean, I don't even need to put it next to it. It's more just like over here. I'll be working on that throughout the stream. But ideally, I would like to not be sick on the stream, so I will work through it slowly. Because we still have 8 more beers to go. Smirnoff's through first. I think, so I had Mike's Hard Lemonade was my first, and then I had the Truly seltzers, which I don't like seltzers, so I wasn't a fan. And then I had the Smirnoff Ices, instant favorite, especially the screwdriver flavor of these. The screwdriver flavor is literally just, it's just orange juice. So it's just good. There's really nothing to say about it. But we will begin the last remaining 8. Was that Nutri? Screwdriver was a broke college go-to. I mean, I make it to this day because it's just good. Like, if you just want something that tastes good, vodka, orange juice. I do like me my vodka and whiskey. But yeah, while I work through that one, we got some. I'd say there is one. So there's one in here that's very interesting that I don't think any of you guys will have ever heard of, and then the other one that I chose by mistake, thinking that it was going to be like this one, but ended up not being a beer at any stretch of the imagination. Truly sucks. Noons kind of sucks. Yeah, I didn't like Truly's, which is weird because I thought I would like seltzers, knowing that love soda, like the carbonation and everything, but I just didn't. I don't like it. It's like sparkling water. I don't like sparkling water. It just tastes like static in my mouth. So yeah, I keep taking a sip of this. We'll go ahead and do the ninth beer while we get this going. So without further ado, here we go. And you know what they say? It's cold as the Rockies. The old Coors Light. Rocky Mountain Goat Piss. Every time I saw an ad for this, it's about it like, oh, it's cold as, the Rockies. Coors Light. There we go. Here we go. Oh, God. I turned into an Australian there. What the heck? Here we go. Or whatever accent that was. Maybe it's just a beer accent. Andrew's. It's happening. It is happening. Andrew's LaCroix is a trap of a drink. What? Yeah, sparkling water is not that good. I remember I got pranked into drinking one while, because my mom had bought some water one time, and we thought it was regular water, but it was sparkling water. So I go drinking it, thirsty, expecting water. Sparkling water. I'm sorry, I just looked at OBS, and when I opened that, the mic peaked, so I am so sorry if that hurt your ears. But yeah, here we go. Some good old Coors Light. Xylo saying, can't go wrong with the Coors, but I guess I'll be the ultimate judge of that. Are you trying to say that you like Coors, Xylo? Does anyone here like Coors? Or you guys don't like it? It actually has a decent smell to it, not gonna lie. Hell no. I say the smell awful. Okay, you don't mind it at all? I'll say the smell is decent. I would say this on the tier of smell, it lands about here for smell. But that means nothing if it tastes really bad. So let's get into that. Very mid. You're right, Xylo is just mid. I'd say that's like Bud Light tier type of mid. Everyone here hates it, except for Xylo. Yeah, but I need to compare it with Bud again. It may not be fair because this has been sitting here for a bit, but maybe it's not a fair comparison because the Bud Light's been sitting there for a bit, but I think it goes right about here. We'll call that D tier. I'm thinking that is quite the D tier. We pull up the old Coors Light. I'll pull that right there so I can go back, pull these back. the Cheerwine. I'm not gonna lie, I think I'm gonna move Cheerwine to F now that I've had time to think about it. Cheerwine is gonna be F. Flat Rock is like super F. It's like that. It's like the Fairly Odd Parents meme where Timmy Turner gets the super F. I wish OBS would play nice. There we go. And then the Coors goes right here. There we go. Yeah, very just meh. Wouldn't really prefer drinking this at all. Center pour in, you want an inch of head. Edge pours are for nitro beers or bar serving. See, I don't know what to think anymore because everyone was telling me before that I need to do the 45-degree angle pour. This is where I get confused because there's like all these different pouring techniques. So I don't know. It's kind of right. Yeah, I don't know. Nerd bartender man speaking a different language. Yeah, I don't know. I do not know. Where was... Oh, this was the Stella. Let me move that back down here. You want head? So yeah, I think let's go back to the tier list. Yeah, D tier for the Coors, and then demoting Cheerwine Ale to F. It's just not good. Not good at all. You want some head while you're drinking, Jake? Who wouldn't? Oh my gosh. But okay. We are going to move on to the next one, which I do remember this one saying that the way you pour it is pretty much you want to tilt the bottle straight up and down so it just jets in. But I'm gonna have to try to find a way to not like cancel it part way through because like this glass isn't tall enough. If I do another one of these, I'm gonna get like a taller like actual glass dedicated for this, but I don't know. But yeah, we are moving on to beer number 11? Is that what that is? Yeah, beer number 11. Do a vape tier list. No. Okay, beer number 11 is... Yeah, Milk Stout Nitro. I saw this and very interested by it because it was like saying milk. So very, very curious about it. We'll give you guys the close-up experience. You're wondering what nitro concoction was coming out after hearing that hard pour? Yeah. So here we are. It says Left Hand Brewing Co. We got the backside, 6%. There we go. Yeah, very clean design. I like it. I feel like it matches the style. But yeah, so this one says it wants me to, when I pour it, it is all the way upside down. I don't know if that's gonna fit. So I should probably make some, I'm gonna make some space for this because this could very well just go everywhere and it just becomes a complete and utter disaster. Pour it directly into your mouth. I feel like that would be worse. That might be worse. We gotta do the old. I am gonna finish this. It should fit in this, it's a 16-ounce glass, probably. Okay. I will trust you and I will do it. So, that fell to the ground. But, okay. It might foam over. Well, in that case, maybe I'll do it. Let me pick up the cap. There we go. We got it. We got it. The mic is like sticking out a little bit. Sorry if it sounded weird for a second. So, in that case, I will move this even further away, and I will pour this over the sink here. So we have to do it completely upside down. Perfect. That could not have been any more perfect. Look at that. I think I should give you guys a little bit of a close-up to what this looks like. I love that little effect. I really like how that looks. That's very satisfying to watch. I'll turn this up a bit. It may be over brightening it, but that looks, I'm not gonna lie, that looks really good. It almost looks like a coffee. You like nitros generally? Well, Chase recommending the Corona and it being good. Chase, we might be on the same playing field here. So you may be correct in that statement. But yeah, you did get the head. That's what we call good head. So let's get into this. I have a feeling I'm optimistic, but let's see it. Very creamy. I'm not sure how I feel about the taste. It tastes like I'm drinking. It's like if I got a black coffee and they put beer in it, is what I'm getting at. He doesn't like it giving up points. Taste usually secondary to texture. You don't love the taste, but the nitro helps make it better. Yeah, I haven't made my final verdict yet, so hopefully if there is a prediction that it hasn't been finalized yet, I have not made my decision yet. Is it a milk stout? Yeah. Here, I'll show you. If you missed it, Andrew, I will show it to you. Left Hand Brewing Co. Milk Stout Nitro. Coffee milk stouts are good. You also like breakfast stouts? I didn't know that was a thing, breakfast stout. I think I'm gonna have to go with, I do like this, I think. I do like this. I really like the way that like the texture of like when drinking it. Yeah, I think I like this one. I do think I like this one. But where to put it? Rigged. Coffee milk stouts are good. Breakfast stouts, chocolate and oaks. Breakfast stouts feel heavy. You didn't even know what that meant until you drink one. You're surprised. Satisfying pour gives bonus points. This is blasphemy. Yeah, so I almost knocked this over. It's a good thing this was empty. Inferno, we were about to have the first spill. But it's empty, thankfully. I think I will have to put this. Ooh, that is such a tough one. We're on the same page, yeah. I feel like if I added like, I almost would want to try adding some creamer, whether it's just like regular creamer or like the Bailey's creamer. Adding it to this to see what that would do. But I don't know, maybe someone's already done that and it's terrible, but I don't know, Bailey's, I've made milkshakes where I put Bailey's in it and it's really good. This is a tough call because I like it, but where? It's definitely not. It's definitely not up here. I think, but I think it fits somewhere in here. Is my current thinking. I think, yeah, okay. I've made my decision. I'm going to put it right here, right above the Michelob. I almost want to get that again and experiment with putting like a little bit of Bailey's in there and see what that would taste like, because I feel like that would be really good. That could potentially be really, really good. But yep, onwards to the tier list. I think, yeah, so it is in between Michelob and Sapporo. Where is it? We need to move Modelo down, Michelob over, and then Mr. Left Hand Milk Stout. We'll give it a C. Bailey's will actually curdle it. Oh, okay. Interesting. So maybe that would be a bad idea. That might be a bad idea then. It's just so good. Drink quick. It's part of the fun. It's the idea behind an Irish car bomb. I don't even know what that is. It curls in your stomach, so be it. See, I kind of want to. I'm debating on putting Modelo in D. I might bring Modelo down to D. I think for now we'll hold it in C, and just kind of go from there. But yeah, I really like how this feels. Like the taste, I feel like the taste alone, I would probably move it down to more maybe about where the Modelo is. But just like the texture of it is so nice that it pulls it up a lot. Bailey's Jamo Shot dropped into a Guinness. Ooh, okay. Funny you say Guinness. That may be coming up. Maybe, maybe not. Spoilers. I shouldn't drink any more of this because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 6 more to go. So yeah, that was really good. I definitely want to experiment. I might get that again to experiment with. Very much curious about that. What is that? What? Little cat licking. Oh, I messed up the mic again. There we go. Move this over. Wipe down the glass. Any guesses as to what is coming up next? This is one I could see people guessing. So I'll be curious to see if anyone can get that right. Then you just say Guinness. I didn't say it was up next, but that is coming. I will go ahead and say that Miller did not make it to this. There was no glass. Like a lot of the and then there's also the other one. What was it called? Like people call it like the Natty Ice or something like that. I saw that one, but it was only in 6-packs. So I didn't want to, get a whole freaking 6-pack because my fridge was already full. And then I didn't want to have a 6-pack of something I absolutely hated. Natty Light stays on top. What is this, Fancy Jake? How's it going, Sandy? We're doing a little bit of a beer tier list because I've always said I don't like beer, and I'm always told that, oh, you haven't tried this one, you haven't tried that one. So here we are, having all these different ones, from worst to best. I know this one just barely counts, but I mean, this is just good. But anyways, let me put this one back in the fridge just to start. Frost it over again. Bring out a new glass. And hey, the Smirnoff Ice is technically a beer. I looked it up. I know regular old Smirnoff is not beer, but it is technically, by the way, the process that it is made, it is technically a beer, which I was surprised of, so I figured I'd get it. But yeah, anyways, we're going to move on to the 12th beer. You sound like me when I was telling you Smirnoff is a beer. I know Smirnoff is technically vodka, if I remember it correctly. But this, because, yeah, Dakota got it. Malt beverage, it is technically a beer, which when I love these. I didn't know until I went to buy this specific bottle that it was labeled as a beer, because it was in the beer aisle of the store that I went to, which had only beers in that aisle, which you'll see another one that made it to the list that I didn't realize until today was actually incorrect. But yeah, when they say ice, it means they're chilled below freezing. Oh, okay. Seltzers are so good. See, I'm not a huge fan of seltzers, but maybe it's the same argument as beer, where it's like, oh, you didn't have this one, oh, you haven't had that one, so how, so love your hoodie. Yeah, thank you. I had to get the whole fit. You can't see it much anymore now, there's a bunch of beers in the way, but I've got my pizza pajamas on too. But I'll cut the yapping, and we'll go ahead and get on to the 12th beer. So here we go. I have a feeling I'm not going to like this one, but I had to get it anyways. America's oldest brewery. Yeah, Sandy, I made every single one of these. Every single one that's in this, I filmed on the camera that is doing the stream right now, edited up to be like a little 10-15 second montage. But yeah. Random, but have you ever been given a wedgie? What's the story? I have not been given a wedgie. Jake searching beer montage music. So I had to, it was pretty much, I'll give you guys the close up while I talk a little more. I had to use like the no copyright sound music set, and then there's like stream beats. So all the songs come from there. But yeah, good old Yuengling. You think I'm gonna like Yuengling? I don't know. I feel like I won't, but I had to get it. So very, very classic looking bottle. Don't tell me you just said what the Sigma. Oh my gosh, you said what the Sigma. It's this brew, you don't think? Oh, okay. Not this brew. Okay. Yeah, I tried to put a little bit of production into this one. Let me move this out of the way. So we will go ahead and crack her on open.
Chug, chug, chug.
Let's try that again. That's a bit better. Chug, chug, chug. We are not chugging. I would die if I had to chug this. So, before I pour this, what do you guys suggest how I pour it? The old 45, or do I need to hard pour? Because if I just go and do it, someone's going to get mad at me. So maybe want to get a Guinness or something. Ask Dakota, pour it in your mouth. Center, get some head. So like you say start center and then eventually off to the side, or hard pour for like, I don't know. Okay. It would do like a like that. See, I don't know what I'm doing. Like I'm not a beer person, so if I don't get this right, I'm sorry, okay? But we're just gonna go for it. That's a lot. I may have gone a little too hard on that. A little too hard. A little too hard. This is my first time. Like, look at this. This is my first time doing this. I am not. These are the first time, like the first beers that I've had. Oh, not counting the Smirnoff Ice, which we've already had a discussion on that. But now eat the head. Yeah, smell it first. It smells old. It smells and tastes old. It's the original beer. Yeah, that's from America's Oldest Brew. That's why it's like it smells and tastes old, which matches exactly to their advertising. Tastes like your grandpappy. That is a wild statement. That's the mold you're tasting. Oh, yummy. Yeah, no, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I think, honestly, I think this will go Yuengling right here. Not really a fan. Not really a fan. Yeah, it quite literally just tastes old, which is their advertising, but it's one of your dad's favorites. I can understand it if you're like an older person, but I don't know, it's just not me. I think it's a Pennsylvania thing. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think for tier list in this, where's the Yingling? No Final Fantasy talk here? Yeah. Poor Maddie. Stella was a surprise because you haven't had it, but everything else is lining up with what you'd say. Yeah, you should try it then, Chase. Try the Stella. I'd be curious to see what you think, because if we've been mostly on the same page, you might like it. You might like it. Being old makes it taste better. It could be. But yeah, I think this is going into the D tier. You should make out okay for it. Where's the Coors? Okay, yeah, move the Coors down and then move the Bud over even more. Put Sapporo on the C. Shame on you. Hey, C. Okay, so for my tier list, I need you to C is actually like a good. I need you to understand that everything, I would say, like, I'm on the fence with Modelo right now. I kind of want to put it in D tier, but when it's in C, that's saying like for me that's saying something if it's in C, because you have to remember Smirnoff Ice is an S, Stella is a B, And Corona, which I think is actually somewhat pleasant to drink compared to all the other beers. So this one falls right behind Corona. So I'm not saying if I put it in C tier, it's just because it's it's decent for a beer. But in terms of like S tier would be like I drink this like it's a juice. I mean this is literally what Smirnoff Ice is. It's juice. Literally after having all of these beers, this literally just tastes like citrus juice. Did you get any what? I don't know what that word is, Dakota. Gonna have to crack open another one. See, this is the only one that I have. I only bought one of each, except for Corona and Ultra, because at first I wasn't going to do this whole stream in the first place. I was just gonna try these out, and I was like, they just have them in 6-packs, so whatever, I'll buy these, and if they suck, they suck. But then afterwards, I was like, I'll buy a bunch and do a tier list. So I had a store near me that just has like a bunch of like the solo bottles and stuff. Smirnoff was a wine cooler. I mean, it just barely falls into beer. Like I literally only got this because seeing that it was technically labeled as a beer, I put it on the list as sort of a breather for myself. Now that you're drinking, you cracked open a local brew blonde ale. I hope it's not from North Carolina, because North Carolina is not it at all. That is some of the worst tasting stuff. And just if anyone wasn't there for it, this actually smelled really good. This smelled amazing. But both of these tasted, this was probably one of the worst, most revolting things that I've ever tasted. It makes these actually seem good. After having this, I wouldn't wish this taste upon my worst enemy. That was just literally, it smelled like diapers. It tasted like moldy apples. That was terrible. You can't believe the Coors slander. You gotta get stuff from Asheville too. I'll have to see, because they did have a local section, which is how I found these. Is that they had like a section within the beer aisle that was like like local beer breweries, and so I was like, I should probably get one or two of those. Coors and Bud Light is like drinking water. Yeah, they're pretty mid, which is why I have them in D tier. Yeah, I'm on the tier list thing right now. Yeah, they're in D tier. Wait, actually, I just realized I have Yuengling in the wrong spot. Yuengling is below them. It's just all the beer that I've had getting to me right now. Okay. Piss water indeed. It's all just piss water. Feel that you're 100 years old and you like your fancy beers, you want a good 6-pack instead of a good deal on a case. Yeah, I'll do one last taste test. Yeah, that literally tastes like old. It just tastes old. Yeah, not good. Not good. I've lingered on this one for long enough. We will go ahead, rinse out, replace the glass, and move on to the next one. This one, I know for a fact, I will be very surprised if anyone has ever had this one before. I think this is by far the one I am very, very interested in and how it's going to taste. I feel like this is either going to be No, it's not a local one. At least from what I saw, real quick. Let me actually, I do actually have notes on each one that I just didn't use. It said it is brewed in Williamston, Michigan. Andrew knows because of the picture I sent when I first got all of them. Andrew knows. But yeah, I'll go ahead. We'll play the video. This is the, what is this, the 13, 14, 15? Yeah, this is the 13th beer from them all. We'll go ahead and play that video for you. Old Nation Big Boss Tweed. Have any of you heard of this one? Big Boss Tweed. For some Jake lore, for those that don't know, this used to be my username back in like high school. We had a history lesson on Mr. Boss Tweed, and I thought the name was so funny but so cool that I changed, like my name on Steam was Boss Tweed for a bit, my name on League of Legends, until Riot changed the way they did usernames. Yeah, a friend literally said you shouldn't drink this. This is probably poison. It's funny seeing all of you say the same thing. It's quite the picture. Quite the picture. So I saw this, I was like, no shot that the one completely random political figure from like New York had a whole drink based off of him. Yeah, it was like my Valorant and stuff. Yeah, you guys didn't know until I played Valorant because my Riot ID was just Boss Tweed. And I just left it at that. So I'm not going to pay for a name change. But then they did the whole Riot ID change. You wasn't expecting a Rob Zombie horror movie can. Devil's Reject looking can. You don't trust it. Well, we are going to try it today. If I drop dead, I got it in my hand. If I drop dead, then so be it. This beer is taking a toll on me. I'm not gonna lie. Mom and Dad, if you're watching this, I am so sorry that you had to witness this, but we must continue. But here we go. So I couldn't find anything on how to pour this. It says, Boss Tweed is 9.3% of hazy swagger. So much swagger, it's been one of the Midwest's highest rated hazy double IPAs for 7 years in running. An unrestrained must-try hazy brew bursting with citrusy hops and tropical aromas. It's bad, he's wiping off his hand. I didn't smell it yet. That's what your tripster looks like. It's the first time swagger is code for something, I bet. Good luck, probably. Probably IPA, probably edge pour. Okay. Did they get the monster miners on that? You're gonna hate this. I know, that's what I'm saying. This is either gonna be like, well, Inferno, you're right, we got the first spill. Oh yeah. It's a good thing I have a little mat here to clean it up. There we go. One sip and you're drunk. Yeah, it said it was 9%. I definitely smell that tropical smell, that tropical thing that they were saying there. but I am concerned about it. So I suppose, without further ado, who just farted? Maddie farting again. Oh, I just realized, Sandy, you redeemed the drink. After this, before I have that one, I should probably definitely. Everyone's tooting now. Here we go. Good old boss Tweed. Wait, is the predictions going? No one's really doing it? Oh, okay, that's fine. If no one's doing it, that's all right. Not a big deal. Who's tooting now? Sandy farted again? All right. Boss Tweed, here we go. That's extremely conflicting. You got scammed another 500 points. Do you feel the swagger? I'm very conflicted by this. Because it, like, the initial hit of flavor is not very good, but then it goes up and it tastes really nice, and then it drops off again. That's very conflicting. Let me try it from the can. That just wasn't pleasant at all from the can. Looks premium in the chilled cup, yeah. It definitely has a better presentation when in a chilled cup. I'm very conflicted by that. Because part of me wants to say it's good, but part of me wants to say that it's not. How long am I doing this? 2 hours 33? I know these are warm by now, but... Yeah, the face crunchy one from the IPA, you're happy? Huh. That's actually really tough. It's all starting to taste... No. It still tastes very different. I'm just trying to figure out where I feel like it lands. Because it's tough because, like I said earlier, it starts off like, nah. But then it goes up and it's like, ooh, this is really good. And then it immediately tops, drops back off again. Oh, I burped. That was gross smelling. Oh my gosh. One more. Needs a palate cleanser shot. That's the swagger. Okay. Yeah, I've made my decision. I have made my decision. I ultimately think I do not like it, and it will go. I'm about to put the can there. Right here. Best year of the year, you love it. I'm going to put it right here. As much as I kept saying that I liked how that brief, there's a brief moment where I liked it, but the initial taste and then the aftertaste was just not it at all. So I'm thinking, actually, you know what? Hold on. Turn the face is scary. I don't. Yeah, I think where it is where it is. I think just the bad. I think the bad is outweighing the good parts of it. So I'm thinking we put it like this. The smell was really good, and that brief moment of good taste is really nice, but it's just that initial hit and then the aftertaste. It's like a half second moment of like, whoa, this tastes really nice. But it's that initial taste and then the aftertaste afterwards. Rate me higher. I mean, I might. You know what? I think what I should do here. I think what I'm gonna do. We are going to promote Corona to B after all of this, and then we are going to move all of these over. And then where's Michelob? I do have to pee after this, so I will take a quick pee break. There we go. So I think that's, yep, I think that's the, yeah, and it begins. Yeah, the alcohol pee is coming. So I'm going to take a quick break. And yeah, I'm trying to pull some music up. Sometimes YouTube's UI is really annoying. Let's say everybody got it ready for your kid for bed. Enjoy the beers, chat. Have a good night. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, Sandy. Don't forget to mute. Yeah, oh man, I'm gonna take this off. I'm gonna mute it and take it off because I don't even want to risk it like unmuting. But yeah, have a good night, Sandy. Appreciate you stopping by. I hope you have a good night. So, all right, we'll go ahead and get the music going, and then I'm gonna go pee. Just give me 1 second. Dude, my face is so like I looked at my face in the mirror. It's so red. I'm dying. Let us hear you piss. I hate that I typed it out because now it's just sitting there. It's been a good stream and then you drop. Oh man. All right, here. I'm gonna put this on real quick. Let me mute this. All right. Should be back on now. Hopefully it sounds fine. Hope the mic has overall been sounding good, not been too loud or anything or too quiet. Whew, I really am feeling all this now. Let me get some water. Whew. I need to move my pizza person, actually. Let me do. Are we back? Are we saved? Okay, we're saved. I was a little worried there. I thought it was gonna just full disconnect. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Okay, maybe we're not gonna move the pizza because the second I clicked on that, it just completely crashed. So let's not do that. We will leave that as is. But yeah. Yeah, I'm glad the audio has been good. What is that emote? Sub, yeah, oh my god. All right, well, that's that one. The old boss Tweed. Go ahead and dump that out. Clean that one of its... Cleanse that cup of its swagger, I suppose. Pizza really didn't want to move. Yeah, I know. He's like, boy, I ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna crash. I'm gonna crash on you. I'll have to do more streams like this where I like tier list things or even just like kitchen streams. Maybe I'll try to do like I think Andrew suggested that I try to do like a homemade pizza. So maybe we'll do that one time just to see how bad it turns out because I know for a fact it'll go horrible if I try to do one from scratch. I think Andrew fell asleep. Wait, is he asleep at his desk or like... Poor Doug. Poor Doug. All right. I think we're ready to move on to our... no clue he was also drinking. Yeah, that'll probably do it. Yeah, we are on to our 14th beer. All that work he puts in to get a detail. He was having a riveting time on Final Fantasy. Yeah. All right. So I think it's time to do our 14th beer of the night. Jeez. We've been going for 2 hours and 45 minutes. So let's go on and get ourselves into beer 14. We feeling it? Oh, we are very feeling. I just had to pee earlier. I peed for like I felt like 30 seconds straight. I'm feeling it. All right, Mr. Krabs broke the seal. Yeah. All right, 14th beer. Here we go. Stone IPA. Yeah. Something tells me that because this is an IPA, I may not be a fan, but here we are. We'll give it the old close up. Here comes the third F. Here are the old Stone IPA. I like the look of it. I like the little, I like the green. I like the little, like, whatever, the demon face or whatever it is, devil face, I don't know. But it is a California-based beer. So we'll see if California is actually good at something for once or not. Apologies to anyone that lives in Cali. Sorry, not sorry, but you know that's how IPAs get you because they always have cool cans. Yeah. Here we are. So IPAs. I honestly forget. Do I edge pour this or do I like hard pour into soft? I honestly forget. I've had, as you can see, way too much to drink. We'll go ahead and finish this one off. And Dakota says center, then get some head. Well, I'm single, so that second part won't happen. But we'll try it. Hopefully it was not too much this time. I said hopefully it was not too much this time, and it's like majority. I did center for too long. I think, at least I think that's what happened. But there we go. Only head. But all right, let's do the old smell test. Oh no. So I'm concerned by this one because it smells kind of like the Boss Tweed. It smells like the Boss Tweed, but worse. Oh no. Dude, my cheeks are so rosy. What the heck? Dude, it's so like I'm looking at this, it's so red. It's just IPAs. Okay, I gotcha, I gotcha. But without further ado, we can go ahead and do the old cheers. Oof. Ooh. Oh. No, just no. I'll do the bottle version just to stay going with it how I've been doing the rest, but ooh, that's even worse in the bottle. Unfortunately, I need to try this one again to see if it's worse than this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's move the Cheez-Its out of the way. I'm afraid to move my pizza self, but wait, I just realized who's this one? Oh, the Stone IPA one. There's in the bottle cap says "So we meet again." But yeah, that I don't need to do much else other than to say, whoever said that it was going to be the third F, you were right. That's not good, dude. Oh, ugh. That's so bad, dude. That's so bad. Oh my, I, oh man, that and the aftertaste is just, oh, ooh. Wait, what happened to no, the tier list. It's been wiped. Oh no, dude. All right, hold on. We can fix this. We can fix this. Flat Rock was F. Bud Light was, I think, yeah, it was D. Michelob was C. Modelo C. Sapporo was on top of C, so I need to move. I didn't think it was gonna just wipe my tier list. Wait, you didn't want to have it happen anyways? I know. That's so painful. So much pain. I figured it would save it. That's so weird that it didn't, but I guess if it crashed, it's just gonna default to whatever it was before. So Stella was B. Cheerwine was F. Flat Rock You need to make space for the one we just had. Smirnoff was S. Your whole PC freeze? No, it was just OBS. OBS was what crashed. Coors Light. Top of D. Left hand. Oh shoot, that one's above. No, that one's in between those two. So we need to move Michelob over and then Modelo over. Sorry about this. I didn't think that that crash was gonna move. Oh, jeez. I had Yuengling was in D, right? Yeah, Yuengling was in D. And the Boss Tweed. Yeah, I think, no, Boss Tweed was D. Yeah, and Yuengling was right there. And then Stone, yeah, we put Stone right there. That was really bad. But the fact that, all I'm going to say is the fact that the Flat Rock one is still bottom of D just goes to tell you how bad that was. You saw how I reacted to the Stone IPA. So, just to give you an idea of how bad the Flat Rock one. If I could, I would move it. Flat Rock is more like down here. Like just completely, I mean, just completely off of this tier list. Like I would never want anyone to taste that. But okay, there we go. We're back to where we were, I think. Yeah, that looks about right. We'll go ahead and dump that out. That was really bad. Really, really bad. Okay. Yeah, definitely the third F tier. I hope we've got 3 more left. There's one that I'm pretty sure is not going to be F, but the other two, I don't actually. I think of those 3, I don't foresee any of them being D or F, just based off of initial thoughts, based off of how they look and how they were described. But at this point, I don't know, because I genuinely thought the Flat Rock was going to be a potential B tier applicant, and it was most certainly not. So let me move this over, put that in there to freeze up again, and then we'll move on to the, was it 15th? The 15th beer of the list. I think it's time we just get into it. This is all going to my head. We're gonna have to revisit ciders next weekend. I don't know about next weekend, but maybe in the future I'll do a cider special. Almost there. Yeah, we're almost to the end. 2 hours and 55 minutes. Jeez. I'm actually kind of happy though that it's gone this long. I was a little worried it was gonna be a super short stream, but hey, it's, we've gotten there. We've gotten there. I hope you guys have been enjoying it. Andrew seems to have enjoyed it a little too much because he passed out. At the end, mix a splash of all of them together in a cup. Well, the only one I wouldn't be able to do that with is the milk stout, but we could do a beer jungle juice if we really wanted to at the end. Is that what you guys want? A beer jungle juice? Hell yeah. I'm scared for you, but yes. All right. We'll consider it. The only ones that'll be missing from that will be the milk stout and the Smirnoff Ice, because those are empty. If I didn't have to like super hard pour this, I would have been able to add that one. Bathe in it. No Smirnoff to carry it. Yeah. The last one on might be able to, but we'll see. But it also doesn't technically count after I looked into it today. But anyways, we will move on to number 15 of 17. We'll just go ahead and roll the little clip for it. The Guinness fresh cup. So I am assuming that with this we need to do the same thing that we did for the milk stout, which is the full pour. Is that what I'm getting? Do I need to hard pour this? Yeah, hard pour. I'll try. I will see if I can hold some of it back to save it for the jungle juice at the end. But very classy looking bottle. I like the look of this. Very simplistic. I like the little, like the harp, the black and the gold. Yeah, save a little. I'll try my best to, but I also don't want to spill it because I've got an iPad, I've got my MacBook Pro, I've got my keyboard, my mouse. I've got a lot of things here that I would rather not lose to water damage. Or I guess it wouldn't be water damage, it'd be alcohol damage. But she'll go ahead and, ooh, got like a smoke at the end, like it coming up at the top. All right, I am going to move my phone out of the way. We are going to pour this over the sink just to be safe, and here we go. That was quite the... All right, we managed to save some. That is quite the foam. We'll give you guys a little close-up of that. There's a lot of foam there. If I turn up the brightness of this, what is this going to look like? Yeah, I mean, there we go. If it's a stout, I am expecting the same as the last one that I had, somewhat. It looks about the same, kind of like the, it looks like a coffee. I'm not gonna lie though, it smells a little bit worse than the milk stout. So we shall see what's going to happen. Chase is predicting a C tier inbound. So we shall see. You would assume slightly worse? Okay. Yeah, let's go for it. I don't know how I feel about this. It has a very like a very bland taste, and then a bad aftertaste. Try straight from the bottle. That was definitely worse. Honestly, I don't really like this. I'm going to be completely honest. I don't really like this. The Guinness Draught Stout. I don't know if that's because it's like the Draught Stout and maybe there's like different variations. This was the only Guinness they had in the glass. Guinness is more of a tap drink. Oh, okay. So yeah, I think just basing it off of you approve of the Modelo. Yeah, I think if I had to put this, I really think I might have to put this just based off of the taste alone. I think it goes right here. in between the Bud and the Boss Tweed. It just wasn't that good. This one was way better. It has way more cream. This one was way creamier, and although the taste didn't hit as hard, it was still way better than this one for sure. This one was overall worse. This was much better. So I think moving back to the tier list, you 1% see that? Yeah. I think because it is in between Bud and Boss Tweed, Smirnoff I chugged once a week for your 21st birthday was a green apple. Dude, the green apples, and it's like green apple and the screwdriver. Oh, those, if they had just a single bottle of those, I would have gotten one of those. Those are by far the best ones. The Smirnoff screwdriver and the Smirnoff Ice green apple. Those are so good. The green apple reminds me of like a green apple Jolly Rancher, and then the Smirnoff screwdriver, the Smirnoff Ice screwdriver is literally it just tastes like orange juice with a little bit of a kick, and just the way that kick tastes is so good. But yeah, Smirnoff Ice, although it just barely technically qualifies as a beer, it's, easily on the top. But yeah, the Guinness Draught Stout was not a favorite. I had higher hopes for this one, I'm not gonna lie. But we dropped down Boss Tweed and Yuengling. What kind of beers are your favorites? Because as we're seeing here, the only ones that I like are Stella and Corona, and then Sapporo, the left-hand milk stout. Michelob and Modelo are sort of just like, I'll have them if they're there and I don't have any other choice. What am I looking for right now? I have had way too much to drink. I'm so sorry. Guinness. You've only had bottled Guinness once and you remember it being simply worse than from the pub? Oh, okay. Yeah. Because I think I've had a different Guinness before that was very I really forget. It was like a chocolate. I forget what kind of flavor it was, but I had it at it was like a work party, and it was a Guinness, but it was some sort of other. It was like I don't remember exactly, but it was actually not that bad. Like the one at the party that I had, I remember it being it would probably be more like around here. But this one, just the texture alone carried this one so much. And the taste was there too. But yeah, I think the Guinness, that's the Draught Stout variant, goes in between the Bud and the Boss Tweed. I already feel like I have to pee again. That's not good. But anyways, Modelo's for you. Yeah, Modelo's aren't that bad. They just crossed that line. I feel like this right now is the line of the beer, this over is the beers I would choose if there is an option. I would drink these if they were the only drink available. Maybe I would almost want to cut the Guinness out, but and then kind of the rest of these is I would actively try to avoid. I would rather go thirsty than have any of these. The Guinness kind of gets a partial because I'm still not too sure on that. But yeah, a little bit disappointed by the Guinness, but probably from the tap is probably always better than in can or glass form. So I kind of have to take this with a little bit of grain of salt, and also just based off the fact that I don't like beers in general. Everything that's in C and B tier, that's basically think of that as A and S. C, B and C are basically A and S for probably if I was an actual beer enjoyer. Guinness didn't make the cut. Yeah, Guinness fell right here. I'll put the tier list up. Guinness fell under the D tier. Wasn't really a fan. I was a bit disappointed, I will say, after having the milk stout from Left Hand. I was a bit disappointed, not gonna lie. I was expecting a little bit more out of it. How do you feel about Truly's? I'm not really a fan of seltzers. I think if Truly, like, if it wasn't a seltzer, I would probably love Truly's. But I'm not really a fan of the seltzers. I think they're just way too carbonated. So I'll go ahead and put this back in the fridge. Okay, I see which glass I want to grab next. I'll have to look for that. And is that an L or an I? Is it like Nutri or neutral? I'll have to give that a try if I see it. I don't think I've seen that before. Maybe we'll do like we'll have to do spin-offs of this where it's like ciders or seltzers, that kind of thing. You like them? Yeah, I can see the appeal. I think it's the carbonation that's way too much. Four Locos, that's right. I didn't actually see any of those. I was thinking about getting one of those, but I didn't see them. Sweet tea tier list? I don't like tea. I don't like tea. I've tried sweet tea, I've tried unsweet tea. Like hot and cold, I don't like it. But here I am drinking beers that I don't like and doing it anyways. Best part of alcohol is trying different things. Yeah, that's why I figured make a little stream out of it instead of just kind of sitting here trying them all. Be a little fun. But yeah, I think it's time we move on to the 16th beer. That alcohol is getting to me. I already have to pee again. I'm going to try to hold off until we get to the end, but who knows? I might have to go pee again after this next one. We're almost there indeed. We've been going for 3 hours. Arnold Palmer. I will say Arnold Palmer, I can't talk. Add the pea to the jungle juice, it'll fit right in. Yeah, pretty much. I won't taste the difference. I have had Arnold Palmer's before, and that was probably like the best tasting like tea I've had. And I think that was strictly because of like the lemonade flavor kicking, like lifting it. There's no thoughts in the eyes anymore. You like the Twisteds? I do know that there's like the Twisted Tea. I know they also make like a hard Twisted Tea, so maybe I'll try that too. But yeah, we're gonna move on to the 16th beer. And I think some of you have already said this one before. Mike's Hard Lemonade. I do love Mike's Hard Lemonade. That is also another good one. I think Smirnoff Ice takes the cake over that one, but I do like Mike's Hard Lemonade. I think the original lemonade one, and then there's the black cherry that I like from Mike's Hard. Both those guesses are incorrect. We'll just go ahead and play it and get into it. Heineken. F. Oh no, Dakota's already calling the F. This one I was very curious about. I'm not too sure how I'm going to feel about this. Heineken coming to play. Here we are. I like the bottle design of the Heineken, the green bottle. I like the overall design of the bottle. Very cool, very cool. But that won't mean much if it doesn't taste good. So a lot of you guys are saying that Dakota is saying F. Chase is saying Heineken coming to play. Do you like Heineken, Chase? Zylo saying meh. Dude, my face looks so rosy. It's so funny. Nope. Everyone's not liking it. So we will go ahead and yeah, go ahead, 2020 Bling. Don't think you've ever tried. I'm guessing you like it, similar to Bud Light. Okay. Then again, you haven't tried most of these. Yeah, a lot of these I'm trying for the first time. Other than the, let's say Modelo I've had before until today. The Michelob and Corona I had at this last weekend, and then Smirnoff Ice was one of the first ones I've ever had. 2020 Bling Bling over half these items is not even a meme. I was really hoping I would find that in the stores. I'm gonna have to go to, there's like one in South Carolina I need to go to that maybe will have it. But so it's a premium malt lager. What do you guys suggest is the pouring method? Hard into soft, or just a 45? Or what would you guys suggest? Because I don't know anything about beer. Hard all the way, or hard into soft? Hard center? If light, pour center. I don't know if it's a light or anything. It just says the original. But I will see if I can do a pour. If a heavy beer, do an edge. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, I see. So if it specifically says light, do do a center, and then if it doesn't say like light on it, probably opt to do a heavy or edge. I'm mixing. I've had too much. I've had too much. Once again, Mom and Dad, if you're watching this, I am so sorry you're having to witness this right now. So I'm going to assume the hard center. Trust the gut at this point, just pour the beer, pizza man. Right. That's gonna be a lot of foam. That's gonna keep it together too more. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. That literally just tastes like piss. It smells like piss. Hmm. I don't know. As soon as he hits the end stream, he's gonna pass out. Yeah, yeah. All right. Well, we tried to pour it. I hope this is satisfactory enough, but we're gonna go ahead and try it. So let's just go for it. It's pretty mid. Not gonna lie, that's very mid. Yeah, very mid. There's nothing that makes it good. There's nothing that makes it bad. It's just a beer. That's what it tastes like. It's like a very inoffensive beer. Nothing that makes it stand out really. White Claws. I have had a White Claw before. I've only had one. It was okay. It was just okay. Best part about a hangover is food. I don't know if there's any good part about a hangover. But yeah, honestly, I think realistically, I think it there's just literally nothing to say about it. It's just very mid, but to the point of where I would just see if I can fit this in here. I would just put it right here. I think it goes right in between Modelo's and Coors. Because Modelo's has like a taste to it. Coors and Bud don't really have much of a taste, and they have bad aftertastes. But Heineken was it's just kind of there. Not a whole lot to it. So I think that's where that's going to be. So I think, yeah, I think that's a solid C. Like it's just it doesn't really do much. Doesn't really do much. Solid C. Have you had Michelada? No, I've not. I don't know. I've never heard of that before. That's the first time I've heard of that today. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Yeah, wait, no, I put that in D. I didn't mean to put that in D. Hold on, I meant to put that up here. There we go. Yeah, bottom of C. Very, very mid. Nothing particularly wrong with it. It doesn't have the greatest smell. Oh, it's a Modelo thing? Okay. It's just very mid. Very mid. So I think Michelada is a Mexican drink made with beer, lime juice, assorted sauces, and spices, and chili peppers, served in a chilled, salt-rimmed glass. Numerous variations of this beverage throughout Mexico. Huh. Yeah, no, I've never had that before. But yeah, I think bottom of C is pretty much where that goes. Like a Mary. I've never had that before. Try it sometime, it's good. I'll have to. I'm fairly new to alcohol. For those that don't know, I didn't have my first drink until I was almost 23. So, and I'm 25 now, just to put that into perspective. So, not had much, so I don't really know a whole lot about this world. But what I do know is that some of it is good, some of it is okay, some of it is diaper juice, like the Flat Rock. But yeah, that's okay. Alcohol sucks. Yeah, the only ones that I've had so far that are actually good is Smirnoff Ices, Mike's Hard Lemonade, and then I know I've already shown these off earlier in the stream, but Tito's or Kettle One or Smirnoff mixed in with like whatever juice or soda, and then just having some good old vanilla Crown. Can't go wrong. So, but yeah, Crown Royale, the bottle that never breaks. It's a hefty bottle. So we know. It's getting to me. It's getting to me. Where's the still? I've never heard of that before. We nar. I can't talk. But yeah, we are now at the final drink, and I am calling it a drink instead of a beer because once again, it was in. Need water. Oh, that's true. I should get some water. It was, so I will say, it was in the beer aisle that was dedicated to beers only, just like the Smirnoff Ice was, which when I looked this up was technically a beer. So I assumed that this next one would be kind of the same thing of technically a beer, but barely qualifying. But Andrew loves Stoli. Take that Tito's, mix it with Kahlua. I don't know what Kahlua is. I'm probably butchering that pronunciation, but Rumpelminz? I don't even know what that is. But yeah, so this next one, it just doesn't, coffee liquor. Okay. It isn't a beer. I'm just gonna go ahead and roll it. I thought it was because like Smirnoff Ice technically fell under it. I thought it was gonna be the same because it was in the beer aisle. So I'm just gonna run it, and yeah. Yeah. So I really thought, like, I like seeing it, I was like, man, if it's anything like Smirnoff Ice, it's gonna be good. But the problem is, despite it being in the beer aisle, I looked it up because I knew that Jack Daniels is a whiskey company. Like they do whiskey, like that's what they're known for. But I figured, like, Smirnoff Ice fell under beer, but they do vodka. I figured maybe this was the same. I assumed this was the same thing, but it is technically not a beer. I looked that up today. It was not a beer. It's just, malt beverage with a little bit of whiskey in it. So this technically doesn't count. So I don't know if I should even put it on the tier list at all. Um, yeah. So should I even? I'm still gonna drink it, but should I even? I don't even know if this should be in like contention for the tier list. I may add it on there for the memes, but yeah, Jack Daniels country cocktail. It was in the beer aisle, so I grabbed it. Found out this morning, it was not a beer. You have Smirnoff, it's fine. Actually have two of these and two down home punches at home, solid drinks. Yeah, this looked good. This looked good. So that's why I was like, I'll get it. But yeah, turns out it's not in any case a beer, but it is just a malt beverage with whiskey. But knowing that I have a little bit of a love for whiskey, this is probably going to be good. I don't even need to pour it into a glass because I can probably drink it straight from this and it's just going to be wonderful. I've never had this before. We're just going to go into it. Yeah, that's about what I expected. Yeah, that's good. That's what I'm saying, Chase. That's what I'm saying. Why, like, as much as I've rated some of these beers higher, why would you get that when you have things like these? Why? Does the bottle say it has whiskey? I don't think it does. But I looked it up because when I was in the aisle buying a lot of these drinks, I bought like 12 of these all at once at the same store. Um, and I saw the Smirnoff Ice, and this was right next to it. And I was like, I didn't know that Smirnoff Ice was a beer because I knew that Smirnoff was vodka, but I didn't think it was considered a beer. Yeah, yeah, it's just a malt. Um, it did say that it has a little bit of whiskey in it. Oh, let me. Does it have ingredients? I'm losing my balance. That's not good. Um, oh well, on the bottle. Well, hold on now. On the bottle, you do you see this right here? Flavored beer. Flavored beer. So is it a beer or is it not? Because now I'm conflicted. I'm very conflicted now. Yeah, it says premium malt beverage, but in the thing it says flavored beer. Yeah, it's just a malt. Yeah, I figured it was probably the same thing as Smirnoff. But yeah, to be honest, I don't think it's as good as the Smirnoffs. Jack Daniels playing fast and loose with the beer tag. Yeah, that is. I think that is an easy. I would say it's an A. It's really good, but if I had to choose between Smirnoff Ice and the Jack Daniels Country Cocktail, I think Smirnoff Ice takes it. Smirnoff Ice just takes it. This is still really good, And I should probably try. Ooh, I should definitely try the other flavors of this. But I think for both of their like normal flavors, this is like I think Smirnoff Ice takes it for that one. But yeah, we are now at the end, and this is kind of how the tier list has fallen. We've got Smirnoff Ice in the S tier, to no one's surprise. Jack Daniel's Country Cocktail on A. Again, not really much of a surprise seeing what the rest of the choices are. Wouldn't that be false advertising? Yeah, I don't know. I read that it has like whiskey in it, but then on the bottle it says flavored beer. So it says it's a beer, but not technically a beer. Yeah, I don't even know. Jungle Juice time to tank the whole list. Yeah, that's true. Oh God, I said I would do that. Oh boy, I almost forgot. Oh no. Oh jeez. We gotta rate the Jungle Juice on the list. Do a little bit of that. A little bit of that. A little bit of that. This is gonna be so bad. Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, if this has anything in it, yeah, it has just. This is gonna be so bad. Anyone, if you're watching, I don't recommend that you do this. I'm only doing this because they wanted it. I would not recommend this, especially if you're someone like me who doesn't like beer. This might be, yeah, drink responsibly, not whatever this is. Yeah. Do this only if you know the consequences. Oh God, this is gonna make it so bad. Oh no. Having to add all the D's and the F's to it is gonna be so bad. I didn't mean to pour that much into that. Oh my. That's all of these having to go in it. I'm actually scared of this. I'm actually like terrified of this. Watching the Guinness sink is vile. Yeah. Oh, this is like, it's kind of scary too because it looks so unsuspecting. Like, good head at least. Yeah. This honestly, like if someone just gave you this glass and didn't say what it was, it looks so unsuspecting. I can't believe I'm doing this. Oh, I didn't add this. Just to top it off. Open mind, maybe it's good. Maybe there's a little bit of this in there. Maybe there's a little bit and there's just a couple of drops left. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. This is gonna be so. Let's see. The single drop of Smirnoff, yeah. If I knew I was gonna do this, I probably would have saved it. Oh my, it's so. All right. All right. Cheers, everyone. I'm only taking a little sip of this, but I'll do a little swirl-a-roni to kind of mix things in a little bit more. All right. Oh gosh, here goes nothing. Oh, it does not smell good. Oh. What's crazy though is that how many channels? What is it? No, I'm not even gonna do that. No. What's crazy though is that if I had to rate this, I would put it right here. You guys were redeeming the drink? Yeah, it was bad, but it wasn't as bad as like all of like these. It just did not smell good. I need some of this after that. Yeah, that's the good stuff. So there we go. Thank you for your service. Yeah, well, that was the beer tier list. That was a lot of fun. But well, it was both painful and also a lot of fun. Do you get a morning update? 10 out of 10 stream. Yeah, I'll let you guys know if I'll let you guys know how I'm feeling in the morning. I have to pee really bad though, that's for sure. Yeah, we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Pizza roll tier list next. Oh, I could do that, but do they make? I'll have to see what kind of pizza rolls there are. I don't know. Dude, pizza form tier list? Yeah. Don't do this at home. Yeah, no, don't do this at home. Oh yeah, that's true. True, 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 true. Yeah, like different types of pizzas, like frozen pizza stuff. That's an idea. That is an idea. What form is best for pizza? Honestly, I feel like I would rate it as like just regular old pizza pie. Oops, sorry. Hope the mic. I don't know if the mic quality gets weird when that happens. Like sometimes if I bend down and then lift back up, it like messes up. But I don't know. Detroit style. I don't know about Detroit style. I think it was weird when you lifted your arms. Oh, okay. It did get weird, but it's been really consistent the whole time. Yeah. I don't I don't think I like Detroit style. New York style is kind of where it's at. It's kind of what we had. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of. I would say I'm not a huge fan of the Detroit style. The one we had at that pizza place when we met was decent, but most other Detroit styles ones were just not it. New York style is where it's at. Calzones are good. Calzones are good. I do like me a calzone. I haven't had a calzone in a minute, but yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. I I need to pee so bad, so I should probably just go ahead and like just start ending the ending the stream. But pineapple on pizza, I'm not really a fan of all that. I'm very much of a like I like the meat toppings. I'm very much a meat person when it comes to toppings. I don't hate it. I don't like I'm not gonna hate someone for liking pineapple on pizza, but I wouldn't do it myself. Yeah. I would probably stomach it if it was like someone ordered pizza and it was like a Hawaiian or something like that. I'd be like, nah, it's pizza. We'll get through it. I'm not a huge fan, but as long as the pizza itself is good, you know, it's pizza. But yeah, Hawaiian lovers are AI. Oh, but yeah, okay. Let me see. Is there anyone else streaming? Because I should rate out Rara streaming and then Ali streaming. Who do we send it to? You don't throw pineapples on any pizza. That's why I like. That's why I like beer. That's that's what I like. I like either like I'm very classic. I like the like just a classic pepperoni. Which my balance is getting there. I need to sit down soon. But pepperoni, all time classic. Can't go wrong. I like keeping it simple, keeping it pepperoni. But when I'm feeling a little extra, I like doing a little three meat. I mean, I've got the DiGiorno's DiGiorno 3-meat pizza, and then there's a local New York slice spot that's a couple minutes away from me. Banger pizzas, massive slices. They have a 5-meat pizza that's just ooh. I always give them a nice tip whenever I order from there because it's so good, so good. Barbecue sauce base, barbecue sauce base? What are you talking about? You only got cheese for a fat minute, but you pretty much get pepperoni. Yeah, pepperoni is like the good. Pepperoni is like the good standard. You can't go wrong with a good pepperoni. Like veggies, but you were yeah. I am 100% a carnivore. Drinking it frozen bruschetta is the way to go. I'll have to try that. It's wait, barbecue. I thought Hawaiian was just like pineapple and something else and pepperoni. I didn't really put barbecue sauce on it. Yeah. In that case, no. If it's not marinara, it's not pizza. Not even white sauce. So you gotta do marinara. Yeah, pineapple and ham. I thought it was just pineapple and ham. Hawaiian's ham and pineapple? Huh. I didn't know it was like barbecue, but yeah. Anyways, marinara is what throws it off and makes it not as good. I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, we need to rate out because I need to both. I'm gonna finish this. I might try to finish the Stella, but I really need to pee and sit down. But should we raid Rah Rah? Or should we raid the Ali Mali? Have a good sleep, bro. I ain't going to bed yet. It's 10:30. Gotta finish. Heck no, I am not gonna do that. Should we do the Rah Rah or the Ali? I rated Ali last night, so we'll do Rah Rah. I don't think you have a choice. I'm gonna pass out. I don't know. I don't know. I'm glad you guys liked the stream. A lot went into it, so I'm glad you guys enjoy. I don't like this. I will say I don't like the new rating screen. It would be useful if it initially started off as like people you follow. W Boss Tweed, no L Boss Tweed. Yeah, L North Carolina. I'm sorry. North like bro, like both of them fell into F. Like P sounds on bathroom. Oh man. North Carolina as a state has so far for me been W, but the beers not so much. I'll see if I see a red oak, I'll get that next. But yeah, we will raid the old Rah Rah. Good friend of mine. She's currently just chatting, trying to figure out what she's gonna play. So we will raid out and yeah. Have a good night, everyone who has. I can't talk. Anyone who's coming around to stay around, whether they're chatting or whether they're lurking, appreciate you hanging out. Maybe I'll do another one of these in the future, a different type of tier list. Not sure what kind, but we'll see. But yeah, we'll see you guys all later. And good night. I can't talk. We're just gonna. Hey,